tonight, Friday, the 17th of September, 2021. So tonight I would like to share our meeting protocol before we start our meeting tonight. Can everyone see the slide? Yes. Thank you very much. So before the meeting, make sure all of you check your internet connection, your camera, your microphone, and make sure your device fully charged. And then second one, adjust your device compared to your body height, dress well, sit upright in a quiet place with a good lighting. And don't forget, for eating, you may eat during break time. We're going to have 5-minute break after the second session. We have 4 seconds for prepared speech and also impromptu speech. And then during the meeting, so make sure you mute yourself or turn off your microphone unless you are speaking. And please turn on your camera devices because we want to see all of your faces and smiles. Show gestures like good, thumbs up, yes, no, or you can use the reaction or clapping, theater clapping, and also say, I cannot hear. Stand up and look at your camera when delivering your speech. And then at the end, call out name for the next speaker. And then the last one, it is a suggestion, I think everyone knows already, switching view between gallery and speakers. You can do it on the top right corner of your screen, and you can also use the chat room. All right, so we're going to start our meeting, but before that, because our president is not here, and I would like to just welcome all of you to our meeting. So we are so lucky tonight. We have many fellow Toastmasters coming from different clubs, not only from Indonesia, but also from Malaysia, from America. Here we have from the standard, Beres, TMC, USA. We have Alicia Curtis. We have from Metropolitan TMC Jakarta. We have from Azam TMC Malaysia. We have from Bali TMC. We have from Kidurung TMC Malaysia. And then we have from TNC Advanced TMC. We have from Kuching TMC Malaysia, from ITC Bintang TMC Malaysia. Okay, I hope I mentioned everyone here. And do we have guests here? Let me check. Purling. Unfortunately, oh yeah, we have Mbak Amy. Thank you for joining us from Medan, Soharjo, Setio. Okay, and all of you, welcome to our meeting. So what is Toastmaster actually? This is an organization where all of us can improve our communication skill as well as our public speaking and our leadership skill. And here we will learn together, support one another, and of course, become better and better. And in every meeting, we have someone who lead the meeting. She's called the Toastmaster of the meeting. And for our tonight meeting, we have DTM Natalie Cahyadi to be our Toastmaster of the meeting. I would like to give the control to DTM Natalie Cahyadi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wirawati, for your introduction. Hello, everyone. How are you? Give some reactions. Yes, you're good. You're meh or not so good. Good. Wow, you're all still energetic at 7 p.m. Bali local time. So thank you for coming to Magical Bali Toastmasters Club meeting. It's my honor and my pleasure to be with you all, and for all of you who come from different districts, different division, different clubs, and joining us tonight. I really welcome you. So special thanks again to DTM Kylene for gracing our meeting, for all of the role takers, Toastmaster Bonaventure, Toastmaster Maudodi, Toastmaster Luis Chu, Toastmaster Mike Lim, Toastmaster Christian, Toastmaster Alicia, distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis, Toastmaster Funi, and also all of the other guests and visiting Toastmasters. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we all know, every Toastmaster meeting, we have 3 different sessions: prepared speech session, table topic session, and evaluation session, the heart of Toastmaster. And in every Toastmaster meeting, we have a different meeting theme, which makes it always unique and different. And for tonight's meeting theme, I chose Time's Up. And as a result, we can see that there are some people who's doing the opposite. Yay! Exactly what I want. No, I'm just joking. I know everyone is busy and you have like personal commitments, so no problem. We understand. And apparently there is an international day of, time's up. And that's how I got this meeting theme idea, because I thought, wow, so it was acknowledged as International Day, so it signifies its importance. Yet William Penn, a British writer or author, he also mentioned that time is what we want the most, but what we use the worst. So I think we all can relate to that. We always feel like we're so busy, we don't have time, we want more time. 24 hours in a day is just not enough to do all of our hustles and bustles and work. But I think it's time for us to take a step back and to really reflect on our priorities. So even if we are still given the same amount of time, we can use it not the worst, but to the best of our ability. So hence, the meeting theme tonight is time's up. I wish we all will, I wish we are in the in-person meeting so I can bring my alarm. So every time someone finish speaking, I can just bump it in and something will like ring. But since it's an online meeting, we can do it in a different way. So I would appreciate after every person speaking that all of you can do some reactions like emojis or whatever it is, just to spice it up a little bit. And that's how we're going to make our meeting tonight different. Okay. And I cannot do this alone. I have a great partner who will help me lead the evaluation session with her own special theme. And let me introduce you one of my best friends in Toastmasters, a great friend, amazing and dedicated Toastmasters. Actually, when I wanted to introduce her, I was kind of like wondering which club should I mention, because she's a member of like multiple clubs from in Australia, in America, and from all over the world. So I asked Alicia, okay, just give me like one club name. So I'm going to introduce her tonight from District 100, the Standard Bearers Club. Please welcome our general evaluator for tonight, distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis.
Thank you so much, Natalie Chahiati. I even know how to say your name now. Yay! I finally didn't slaughter the name after 18 months. Yes, thank you very much. I'm excited about the theme of the meeting, about sticking to time and time's up, because a great meeting, as I always say, starts on time, and an even better meeting finishes on time. I was going to do the Elton John thing tonight, but I thought, no, I'm not going to do the Elton John thing. I will come back razzle dazzle in a couple of weeks and come back with the razzle dazzle of Elton John. I thought I will stick to being serious, or whatever you can call being serious for me tonight. And I will introduce myself as Alicia Curtis, Distinguished Toastmaster and current District 100 Public Relations Manager. So thank you very much for flying in virtually via the USA, via Australia. So I'm very excited to be here as your General Evaluator. For those wondering what the General Evaluator is, the role of the General Evaluator is to provide an overall evaluation of the meeting. So I was asked about 2 weeks ago to be the General Evaluator. So it's a whole lead into being the General Evaluator from the moment I was asked by Miss Chahiati, and then all the way up to the end. Yes, big thumbs up for me for getting your name right. And also for the fact that, I've looked at the agenda, I've looked at how we've completed with regards to WhatsApp and just the communication and the process. So it's not just me coming in and providing an overall evaluation. Now, in regards to my role, I do have a team of functionaries assisting me. I prefer to call them the technical evaluators. That's what our friends over in Malaysia, in East Malaysia, call it. And I'm going to call it that as well tonight, the technical evaluators. So those roles include the grammarian, the table topics evaluator, the R counter, the timer, and the ballot counter. First off, I'll introduce you to our grammarian. Our grammarian tonight is flying in via online Zoom, Jakarta Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. Please welcome to the virtual lectern, Christian. Christian, please introduce your role as the grammarian. Yay!
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be serving as your grammarian for tonight. I will also probably introduce the word of the day. The word of the day today is punctual, which has the meaning as on time, as being on time. One of the examples that we can utilize the word of the day could be Magical Bali's agenda was sent early to ensure participants' punctuality, or Magical Bali's agenda was sent early so that participants can be punctual. So it has the same meaning as being on time. As a grammarian, I will be noting down all the beautiful phrases mentioned during the session, and I will be also rectifying possible grammatical mistake happening during the session. I will be serving and reporting that report at the end of the meeting. I will give the return back to Alicia.
Thank you very much for that, Christian. And let's all use the word punctual because we're going to be punctual tonight on this Time's Up meeting. Thank you, Christian. Our second role player tonight, or a second functionality role player, technical evaluator, is the Table Topics Evaluator. And we've gone from Indonesia. Now we're flying all the way over to Malaysia. We're actually flying over to Borneo, Malaysia, and we're going to welcome from Azam Toastmasters Club, Vuni. Vuni, please tell us all about the Table Topics Evaluation role. Thank you, Vuni.
Thank you, Alicia. Hello, everyone. I am your punctual Table Topic Evaluator for tonight. So my role tonight is to listen very carefully to all the table topic speakers, and towards the end of the meeting, I shall deliver my observation report that includes identifying the strength of each speaker, as well as giving my humble suggestions for rooms for improvements. Back to you, Alicia.
Thank you so much, Vuni. And I think we're going to be punctual at the end with the Table Topics Evaluation, because that is definitely one of the most important roles in Toastmasters. Now we go over to my favorite role in the whole world, which is the Counter role. And we've gone from Indonesia, Malaysia. Now we're flying back to Indonesia. We're flying to Bali Toastmasters Club. Please welcome Mal Dodi, who is our Counter tonight. Mal, take it away.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Well, I hope everyone already understand about the counter. Well, if someone doesn't understand, when we are speaking, the most important thing is to make our audience feel relaxed. And my role tonight is to count your nervousness level from and Some people also doing like unnecessary word, and also some kind of repeated word that you will sing without your understanding. I mean, you're under of mind for some reason. So this time I would like to help you guys to count it, how many and etc. If this is only for us to understand our speaking skill. Thank you, guys. Back to Alicia.
Thank you so much, Mal. Okay, so we've gone from Indonesia, Malaysia. Now we're flying back to Malaysia again, and we're flying over to Kidurong Toastmasters Club in Malaysia. And we've got Louis Chu, who is our timer. Louis, if you could please explain your role. Please welcome Louis to the virtual lectern.
All right, thank you very much, our General Evaluator Alicia. So, as your timer for tonight, one of the skills that Toastmaster practice is expressing a thought within a specific time. So how are we going to do that? Please pin the timer account, as you can see beside me, and don't look for my handsome face, because I won't be changing my background color. It will be the timer background. All right, so firstly, I will signal green light when qualifying time has been reached. At the midpoint, I will be signaling yellow light, and then I will be signaling the red light when there's 30 seconds remain. Once the 30 seconds has passed, I will signal time's up, as to suit our theme for tonight, time's up. So please do finish your speech when the time's out is appearing, because if not, our Tom Natalie will be very angry with you. All right, that's all. Back to you, our General Evaluator Alicia.
Thank you so much, Louis. And I've just noticed that you've also got your brother in the crowd tonight. Is that Kevin, your brother? I thought so. How awesome. We've got siblings also in the crowd tonight. Sibling rivalry. I hope there's no sibling rivalry tonight. Thank you very much, Louis. And our last role player is the Ballot Counter. If Amelia could please explain her role as our Ballot Counter tonight. Thank you, Amelia.
Thank you, Alicia. So my role today is as a ballot counter. I will account for every vote at the end of the meeting. So to make this meeting more excited, we will be vote for best prepared speech, best table topic, and best evaluator. I will meet you again at the end of the session. Back again to Alicia.
All right, I'm going to say thank you in Bahasa Indonesia, Bahasa Malay, and Bahasa Singapura. I'm going to make sure I actually say this correctly. Terima kasih, is that how you say it? Yes, I didn't slaughter the language of Bahasa. So I would like to say thank you, and I will now hand back conduct of the meeting to our Toastmaster this evening. Please welcome Natalie Cahiati, Distinguished Toastmaster. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, our General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Alicia Curtis. Yes, you didn't slaughter the language and you're on time. You're very punctual. Awesome. In lieu with our meeting theme tonight, I will kickstart the first session of prepared speech session with the first prepared speech speakers. So the first speaker is Dede Mahotama. He is a current member of Magical Bali Toastmaster Club. He's still in his 20s, very young, very enthusiastic, and I know that he really wants to improve himself, and I believe Toastmaster is a great way for him to improve himself even further. So to evaluate his project and to introduce a little bit about the project, I would like to invite his evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Sangeeta Anand, to read the project objective. Please welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Sangeeta Anand.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much. And a good evening to everyone. So the speaker is attempting a project about mentoring. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. This speech is about a time when the member was a protege. It may be from any time in his or her life. The member may discuss any aspect of the protege experience. The speech, however, should not be a report on the content of the Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring Project. All the very best to the speaker, and over to you, Natalie.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. And Dede, are you ready? Okay. So with time 5 to 7 minutes, speech title, Comparing Myself. Please welcome Toastmaster Dede Mahotama. Dede Mahotama, Comparing Myself.
One day on my campus, now fellow friends, our next presentation slide will be presented by Dede Mahotama. Floor is yours, pal. Was that a part again? No. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no. What was that again? No, I forgot. And that's how I stuttered for not knowing how I should present my part, despite all the materials is clearly displayed. To be honest, I had no problem with our presentation, but it's just that my mind and my mouth were like racing to decide which word or sentence I should say. It became my weakness, and so I was determined to erase my stutter, and inside me was like, can anyone guide me, please? Someone guide me. I'm open for someone to guide me. Help me erase my stutter. So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and friends, I'm excited to share with you how I fought to find a mentor who could guide me to where I am today. As a university student, I noticed that I have to conduct a presentation about the given subjects in every single semester. My lecturers often gave us an assignments that required us to form a group. And then once the topic was given, we have to conduct a thorough research, and then we have to present it in front of the class. I remember when I got my turn to present my part after my friends, I couldn't put myself together when presenting in front of the class, up until the point that my friend told me, calm down, Day, just take a deep breath and talk slowly, pal. It was quite clear that my ability to deliver the materials are always plagued with stuttering, nervousness, and jiggering like an earthquake. See? That's what I call stuttering. From that moment, I kept asking myself like this: is this stuttering has become my habit? Is it possible to mitigate it? Can I get someone who is expert enough to guide me? So there I was, breaking my boundary to search a mentor figure for many years to come. In about 2019 until 2020, after I graduated, I found this exciting and supportive club called the Toastmasters Club, thanks to my friend's help as well. When I heard about it for the first time, I was a bit confused because why would anyone need a mentor to operate a toaster to toast their bread? But once I involved deeper into it, I realized that Toastmasters Club is perfect to provide a chance for me to be properly mentored. And I also gladly accepted to become a protege. My first mentor was Bhavesh, and I was so happy to be his protege because he taught me everything to become a proper Toastmaster. He taught me how to construct ideas in an orderly manner when writing my speech, how to make it interesting for the audience, how to set up a proper team for my speech, and many more. As a good mentor, Bhavesh never forget to give me a constructive feedback on areas in which he thinks that, I need to improve. So as a result of his guidance, I've managed to complete the entire project of level 1. Same thing can be said with my second mentor, Ben. We're not only limited as mentors and protege, but we're already like best buddies, right? And just like Bhavesh, Ben taught me many important things, such as I can compose my speech as creative as I like, the importance of encompassing my personal stories into my speech, and how to create a humorous intros and outros. However, my most memorable experience with Ben was when I need his guidance to help me to compete in a speech contest called A Wonder Voice. Honestly, without his guidance, I wouldn't make it to the final round. And even I didn't come out as a champion, I was quite satisfied with my achievement. It also taught me a lesson that I shouldn't undermine the important role of mentorship. Both of my mentors are equally excellent, so I won't compare who is better, but I will compare myself before and after I become a protege. Before mentorship enters my life, I was a person who is easily nervous to talk in front of the audience, and I feel quite confused in deciding who I am and what I wanted to be. But after I managed to get a good mentor, I was able to overcome my weaknesses and thing forged myself to become a better individual. Therefore, I wanted to say thank you so much for your guidance. I couldn't develop this way, this far without you. Everyone who has a life problems that you can't solve by your own, please do not hesitate to get to find a mentor who could guide you anytime. Also, the key success of getting a good mentorship is, oh no, time is up, everyone. So it's time for me to go. Back to you, Tom. Peace.
Thank you, Dede. Okay, let's do some round of emojis, people. Show some love and support for Dede. Dede, you can come back to the screen, right? Can I pick you up again somehow? So yes, I totally agree with you. Key of good mentorship is, you become a willing protege, and also building a relationship based on trust. And I think looking back at your speech title, comparing myself, the only thing that you can compare is the previous Dede and the current Dede, in which I believe that you have progressed a lot. Congratulations, Dede. Okay, let's go to the second speaker. Our second speaker is also from Magical Bali Toastmasters Club. He is our current VPPR, Vice President of Public Relations. He is John Manurung. And even though I've never actually met John in person, I think John, right? We just met online, but I could feel his passion for learning and personal growth. He is really keen on getting mentored and getting, further progress in his career and also in his journey to better himself. So I'm really excited for you, John. I can see your progress, and I would like to invite his evaluator to introduce John's project. So I would like to give warm welcome for Toastmaster Mike Lim.
Very nice. Thank you very much. And good afternoon or evening, wherever you are, fellow Toastmasters and friends. John is doing a project in the presentation mastery session and is involved in delivering a persuasive speaking. And it's a level 3 and project 1. What are we looking for? In John's speech tonight, he's going to show that he understands the types of persuasive speeches. And the important part of the speech is he's to deliver a persuasive speech, which is well organized and which will appeal to emotion, ethics, and logic. And the desired outcome is to induce others to do something different, to cause others to believe in something, provide good reason for someone to do or believe in something. And that's the background. And back to you, Natalie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mike Lim. I used to call him Uncle Mike, so it's a little bit awkward calling him Toastmaster Mike Lim. But okay, so please welcome for 5 to 7 minutes, Toastmaster John Manurung with the speech title, Dare to Dream. Dare to Dream, Toastmaster John Manurung.
How many of you dare to dream? Dream that seems impossible. For instance, I'd like to go to California. It seems possible. You must have different dreams that seems impossible as well. An American poet, Carl Sandburg, said, "Nothing happens unless we dream." I totally agree with him. If you have no dreams, what's the point of life? Life means nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, if Carl Sandburg said nothing happens unless we dream, and American writer John C. Maxwell said dreams don't work unless we do. I have an experience how I had a dream and it came true. Let me tell you. Around middle of year 2014, I'd like to go to Gate College. of year 2015. That was my dream. Anyway, I came from a humble family in Pekanbaru, Riau, Sumatera Island. My father was a driver and my mom is a housewife. I have 4 siblings, 2 older brother, 1 younger sister, and 1 little brother. My oldest brother helped us to pay our school fee at the time. And I understood the economic situation at the time in my family. And I didn't want to ask my brother to pay my college fee because I know he still need responsibility to pay school fee for my other siblings. So if I wanna get college, I had to find money by myself. So I kept the dream and started to save money for a year. I was only English tutor from door to door with small income. In March 2015, I still didn't have enough money for registration fee. The registration fee is only 4 million rupees. And I had got only 1.2 millions. And you know what? To get saving 1.2 millions, it felt so hard for me. I got frustrated. It will not enough even until July when registration opened. I tried to accept the reality that not all dreams will come true. Finally, I decided to go to other place in Bahasa called Merantau to find my last. Come to my mom. Mom, I will go to Batam next month. My mom said, why? I want to work there. Batam has bigger salary than Pekanbaru. I have friend there. He can help me. My mom said, you have grown up. You can go wherever you want. I always pray for your success. One night, I wrote a status on Facebook. With tears, I wrote like this: getting college is only dream that never come true. I tried to share screen tonight, but my laptop is broken. So a week before I got off to Batam, my oldest brother called me with serious face. He said, John, how much the registration college fee? 4 millions. How much you're saving? 1.2 million. Okay, I will pay the rest. So you can get college and work here so that you can pay the semester fee. That's only I can help. And I said, but next week I will go to Batam. You take it or not? Yes, I take it. Thank you. So he almost changed his mind. I thought he might read my status on Facebook. At the end, I registered on July 2015 and graduated on January 2019 with cum laude. My dream had come true. Dare to dream, work hard on it, and pray. And universe will help you to make it come true with unexpected ways. Like my experience, I dreamed to get college. I work hard to save money, and universe helped me through my brother to make it come true. Ladies and gentlemen, now I have dream going to California and deliver speech in front of you all is one of effort to make it come true. And I know the universe is working on it. So how about you? What's your dream? Dare to dream. Back to Tom.
Wow, John. Wonderful, wonderful. Can we give him, a reaction emoji, show some support? Well done, John. Yeah, I can really feel, I could really feel your sincerity. I felt like you really spoke from your heart. And I think some of us would felt like, we're touched as well from your personal story. So thank you for sharing that, John. Okay, and we come to the last speaker for tonight. Isn't it great? We have three gentlemen, like triple treats tonight. All of them are handsome. All of them are, eloquent speakers. And I believe the third speaker also will carry on the momentum. So we have a visiting Toastmaster from Misampuru Toastmaster Club, the club president, Toastmaster Bonaventure Philip Sungka. And I think this is part of his triple crown, right? Toastmaster Bonaventure. So we're glad that you come to our club and deliver the speech. I only knew him recently, but from what I can feel, he is a very humble person, very much, experienced and mature. He has a lot of insights that I believe we all can learn from. So I would like to call upon his evaluator, also special evaluator from District 51, Toastmaster Hui Ying, to read Toastmaster Bonaventure's project objective. Please welcome Toastmaster Hui Ying.
Thank you so much, Natalie. This is beautiful Toastmaster Natalie. So looking at the agenda, I believe Toastmaster Bonaventure will be doing the same project as John. So yeah, we are going to listen to another inspiring speech here because that is for Bonaventure to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at the club meeting, which is why he is with all of us here today. And I can see he has a very interesting topic to share with all of us. So I shall leave it to our Toastmaster of the day, Natalie, to introduce our next speaker. Over to you, Natalie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hui Ying. Yes, it's an interesting topic. Timing is 5 to 7 minutes. So with the speech title, Preparation for Area Director 2022-2023, please welcome Toastmaster Bonaventure Philip Sungka. Toastmaster Bonaventure Philip Sungka, Preparation for Area Director 2022-2023.
Convince, actuate, stimulate. What ways can I use to persuade the 20 Misampuru Charter members to go and attend the goal of President Distinguished Club Award this year? With that, I too can become the area director for term 2022-2023. Won't be easy since Misampuru was just chartered this June 5th, 2021. Don't you agree? If you do, type 1 in the chat box if you concur. Napoleon Bonaparte had put it well. Success is the most convincing talker in the world. And Katlego Somoza had once said, I have endured the circumstances and consequences of my failures. Now, I intend to enjoy the fruits of my success. Greetings, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. There are 3 distinguished club program goals and 1 Toastmaster international requirement that I need to persuade the Misampuru members to work on by December 2021 and make me become the area director by 2022-2023. First, 9 members to compete level 1, level 2, level 3 by this December 2021. The second thing is 5 of the EXCO members to attend Toastmasters Leadership Institute round 1 in August 2021 and round 2 in December 2021 and January 2022. The third thing is for my secretary, Julie Singao, to start her DTM pathway project by November of this year. The one TI requirement that I need to do is I must serve as EXCO in the club, as a club sponsor and a club mentor before I could go to becoming an AD. The membership demography of Misampuru is that the age range or the average age is 33. And they're all professionals with the educational background of the minimum university graduate. So what are the persuasive ways that I have to look into? The first thing I need to do is convince. In other words, make someone believe via logic or argument or evidence. The second thing is actuate. I have to incite to action or motivate. The third thing is stimulate. Activity causing excitement or pleasure. With the membership demography, I have to utilize 30% of my convincing skills, 40% of my actuate skills, and 30% of my stimulating skills. And how did or what happened thereafter? As of today, 6 of the 9 members have already completed level 1. 3 of the 9 members, 2 have completed level 2. As of August of this year, 5 of my EXCO members have attended the LI round 1. So I only have round 2 to have the 5 of them go and attend to. Hey, and my secretary, Julie Singao, just started her DTM pathway project on the 15th of September of this year. So that's 3 out of 3. And the last one is I have actually served as a club EXCO because I am now the president. I am also the club sponsor and the club mentor for Misampuru. So all I need is to get my AD and convince the current DVD of Division K and all the current AD of Division K1 that I am in line for the area director for next term, the term 2022-2023. And with the communication and always be in touch with the existing DVD, as well as the formal activity, I have had that in place. Let me end by saying, when there is silence, give your voice. When there is darkness, shine your light. When there is desperation, offer hope, by Team Fargo. With that, over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Yes, you're right. Toastmaster Bonaventure. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, guys, show some reaction, thumbs up emoji, show some support. I know I'm gonna give him. Wow, I was like really impressed by how, you really pour your heart into developing your club and your club members, and I could really feel it through the speeches, how very meticulous and how very, caring you are. So I wish you luck and all the best for your plan running as area director 2022-2023. All right, so now I would like to ask Mr. Timer, another handsome guy, Toastmaster Luis, to share the timing report.
All right, thank you very much, our Tom, Natalie. So for our prepared speeches, speaker number 1, our Formula 1 driver, Didi. He did it in 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Our speaker number 2, the dreamer, John. He did it in 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Speaker number 3, I'll call him the Bon Jovi, Bon Adventure, 7 minutes and 28 seconds. So all 3 speakers are punctual with their speeches. Thank you very much. Back to you, our Tom, Natalie.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Luis. See, that's why meeting them is important. You all want to avoid my wrath. Okay. All right, let's move on to the second session. It's going to be another like fun, energetic session. Our table topic master in the agenda is supposed to be Melita, but she has some work issues. So I have arranged the replacement, Toastmaster Ben. Thank you, Ben, for stepping up at the last minute to be table topic master. So please welcome Toastmaster Benjamin Whittaker.
Punctuality. Gotta love it. So, table topics is very simple. I'm going to call on the 5 guests. We have 5 questions. And crazy enough, we have 5 guests with their names on it. So it works out really easily, right? And again, punctuality and being punctual isn't always about just being on time. But if you have a reason where you can't show up, you communicate, which my great mentee, Melita, who was on the agenda, told me or asked me, Ben, can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, right? So that's another thing about being punctual. It's not always about being on time, but about communicating what's going on. So if you are going to be late, it's okay. Is someone not muted? What's going on? Right. So got it.
Under control.
Yes, be punctual. So I grabbed 5 people and I saw you in the chat box and I sent you direct messages. So I'm just going to randomly call, but I have crazy slides. This is awesome. I did them while you guys were talking. So multitasking. Okay. Being punctual. Look at that. There's a reason why I'm so always on time, right? So our first topic is going to be coming from VJ. Are you ready, VJ? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
If you are early, you are on time. If you are on time, you are late. If you are early, you are on time. If you are on time, you are late. It's a military motto. What do you think?
Well, I think it's always very important to be early and be on time. Speaking as a former office worker, speaking as a lecturer, tutor, you should always be on time. And not only on time, but in time. Because no one likes you to be late. I do not want to repeat whatever I have explained all over again because I have only a limited span of time to conduct my class. It's very disrespectful to me and it's going to impinge on the student, on anyone. And when I was in my full-time employment, People do not pay you to come late. But I'm not sure about how, if you're on time, you are late. But I think it is this. If you are well prepared for something, whether it's your studies or you're at war, you arrive early, you are going to succeed because you can capture the attention of your teacher. If you're at war, you have better time to plan for your next action. What I understand about warfare, being a military buff, is that time, luck, and the weather are very, very volatile variables. You can never tell what's going to happen the next moment. So you must always be ready, be on time. But even in work, what's wrong with being on time? So I think, yes, if you are on time, good. And if you are on time, you are late because things could change. So if you come very early, 1 hour, 2 hours, you have better time to prepare, to be ready for some eventuality that you can never have foreseen. Life is precarious. You'll be surprised how things can change. Thank you. Back to you, the master of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster BJ. You said a couple things there that caught my eye. You said being on time. How is that late? Well, you weren't in the military, probably. Trust me. We get ready, we're early, and we sit and wait, right? That's what we do. We arrive early and just wait there. And also, if you're on time, like if class starts at 8 o'clock and you show up at 8 o'clock, you're not ready to learn. You're putting your bags away and learning. Also, yeah, it's all about being prepared. And that's kind of what it's all about. Sitting and waiting allows you to kind of think and be prepared, even though it kind of sucks a little bit. All right. But great job. Next is our next guest on my list is, where did she go? She can't hide from me. There she is. Kayleen, you are the next victim. All right. Okay. Is it better to be 1 hour early or 1 minute late?
One minute late is absolutely not an option. Not an option at all. We have to be early. And one of the things I've learned through this whole pandemic is by arriving early, at least an hour earlier, you get the opportunity to connect and network with people that you wouldn't have otherwise got to speak to if you had turned up a minute late. And sometimes in Zoom, they can lock you out the whole meeting if you turn up a minute late. So don't risk it. Be punctual, but be more than that. Arrive an hour early and take the opportunity to connect with people, in this case, from around the world, so that we can expand our network, our opportunities. I attended a meeting the other night with Alicia, and she's like, you've got to come to Magical Bali. If I hadn't have arrived early at that meeting, I wouldn't have been here tonight. I would have missed out on this fabulous opportunity if I hadn't arrived that 1 hour early. So don't even consider 1 minute late. They may lock the room. You will be turning up late and it's disrespectful. Embrace the opportunity of arriving early and make the most of your time. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayleen. And again, this applies more than just the military. But think about this, right? You have a job interview. If you're late by 1 minute, you're probably not going to get it. If you're an hour early, you don't have to go inside, but you can sit in your car, on your bike, kind of reviewing your notes about the company and the bosses and what you want to ask. And you know that you arrived. All you got to do is walk in the door, right? Not everything is about the military, right? Because the next couple of slides will not pertain to my military experience, but still about being prompt. And my third person on this list has left. But it's okay, because the person that I was so helpful is here. And she now gets a chance to speak. Melita, are you there? Are you alive? Are you alive, Melita? Yes. All right, sweet. Look at that.
Hold on.
Tables have turned. All right. This is what you call serendipitous timing, by the way, because this question is great, right? And it's the third question on the list.
Okay.
Luito, what is your best excuse for being late?
My best excuse for being late, and I don't know why I couldn't turn on my video. It kept buffering, so sorry about that. My best excuse is just text Ben and say, Ben, are you willing to replace me as table topic master this evening? And he said yes. That was my best excuse. Anyway, excuse is good.
And internet connections also can be a great excuse, right? Right. Melita, are you there? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to continue. Excuse is good for good intentions, but do not excuse as your reasons to avoid something. For example, someone's asking you to meet out, to go on a date, probably, and you might say, sorry, I have a Toastmasters meeting, so I couldn't go out with you. That could be a good intentions because you want to improve your skills by joining Toastmasters meeting, but also that could prevent you for having a future or a prospect boyfriend or girlfriend. Another reasons why you should not use excuse because you could not measure yourself. If you keep saying no and you keep saying excuses to any reasons, then you could not measure your capability. So my advice is just say yes, fake it till you make it. So I make it to join the meeting right on time, but as the table topic speaker. Back to you, table topic master.
You know, thank you so much, Toastmaster Melita. Here's a fun secret for all of you that don't know who Melita, and this is your first impression of her. The party doesn't really start until she arrives anyways. So, welcome to Toastmasters. This is Magical Bali Toastmasters. No, I'm just kidding. All right, but yes, welcome. I'm glad you're here. All right, our next victim is the younger brother who's trying to be older of our timer, Kevin. All right, so let's get this. And this is very simple. Damn. Traffic. Your thoughts, sir?
Damn, traffic. I don't understand the question, but I
It's
will
not a
answer
question.
it. No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That was confusing. I'll answer it to the best of my abilities now. I don't experience traffic when I drive. Sorry if that makes everyone uncomfortable. When I drive, I don't have traffic because I always go home early from work. Now, don't be jealous. I did, however, sometimes experience traffic, and I gotta say, it's actually quite comfortable. People will say, come on, get on me already. I have to go home and feed my screaming child. And my son is about to come home. I know it's frustrating trying to get from one place to another and having traffic as an annoying obstacle. I want to be punctual when I arrive at a meeting. I don't want to wait in line to go to my favorite restaurant. But it can be very relaxing. You don't have to think about driving fast. You don't have to worry about going to another lane. Heck, when you drive slowly, you can see a puppy go on the road. I don't know whether that's to be concerning or not, but that's kind of nice. Overall, traffic is not a bad thing. Traffic can be a good thing. Except for the ambulance. Traffic is terrible for the ambulance who's trying to get someone from one place to another in an emergency. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, Kevin. I think we can all agree that youth is wasted on the young. By that, it's like he's saying, I don't care. I don't have any kids to go home to. Anyways, good job, Kevin. And again, I think if podcasts existed when I lived in the US and drove an hour home from traffic, I wouldn't care so much either. You know, now I can put my headphones in, drive a little scooter around my little island of Bali, and I don't mind being stuck in traffic because I have a cool podcast to listen to. But that wasn't the case back in the day. Anyways, great job, Kevin. Youth is wasted on the young. Oh, man. I wish I was young again. Anyways, my last topic is for one of my most favorite people in the whole world. Emmy, are you alive? Are you there, Miss Emmy? Yes. So, now, Melita already mentioned this topic already as an excuse for being late, but let's see Melita answer this one. All right. Waiting for that special someone, maybe or maybe not. So you're the one waiting. What is your mindset when you're waiting for them? And are they really special or not? Where did she go? There she is.
I love waiting anyway. When most of people say waiting is bored activities, especially to wait someone I love or I expected the most. The reason why I have enough time to prepare everything, especially for the someone who very special for me, or something that I have to prepare early when I have to present or presenting something to do with my work or my society. Waiting is bored. I really love them. If we arrive early, as some of you mentioned, that we can do anything more carefully, prepare better, and have a lot of networking while we are waiting. So in this case, I love to wait. Back to you, Ben.
Miss Emmy, and again, this is why she's one of my favorite people in the world, because if you were late to a date with me, now I'm married, so it's okay. My wife's always late. I have to deal with it now. But if you're late, back in the past, I went on a date with a girl, and we're going to go to a movie, and I went to her side of town, and I was there in a movie time. Movies don't wait for you, right? They don't wait. They start when they start. She was an hour late to a movie that was supposed to start, I'm like, it happened twice in a row. So therefore I broke it off. And yeah, she wasn't the special one. So that was always my precursor. Don't be late to a date with me, as selfish as that sounds, but that we all have our certain things we need, right? I'm important. My time is important. And guess what, people? All of your time is important too. And again, Kevin, you're going to get old one day. And you're going to realize that traffic does suck. Okay? Anyways, that was great. 5 questions. You guys did an amazing job taking my punctual questions and running with them. I would like to ask the timer for his reports.
All right. Thank you very much, Table Topic Master Ben. I feel like Ben can sell me on anything. He's a great salesman. All right. For our table topics timing report, table topic number 1, VJ. He did it in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Table topic number 2, Kaylin, 1 minute and 23. Table topic number 3, Melinda, with her excuses, 1 minute and 57 seconds. Table topic number 4, Kevin, with traffic, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Last table topic number 5, Amy, 1 minute 24. So all 5 table topic participants are punctual as well. Thank you very much. Back to you, table topic master.
All right, there you go. Everyone was punctual and nice and tidy. So let's give it back to our Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Ben. I thought you forgot me for a second, right?
No, your name is Natalie Chayati.
Okay, 85 out of 100. Great. Thank you, Table Topic Master. And thank you for stepping up for the last at the last minute to fill in the role. So I really appreciate that. And Melita also appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yes, guys, it's been a full on and, you know, full of fun, energy, and also positive vibe. For the first hour, we're going to take a quick break of 2 minutes. But before that, I'd like to invite Amelia or Wira to take a group photo. So everyone, please turn on your video if possible.